Hi everyone, my name is Anaga. I am from Biomedical Department. Today we will have a training on anesthesia machine. This is a machine from Wipro GE. The model is Avan CS2. Okay. This is the display of the machine. These are the vaporizer assembly. This is the breathing circuit over here. This is the entire breathing circuit. Okay. We will begin with the machine. This is the on and off button of the machine. To start the machine, just rotate the knob. You can see the indicators glowing, which indicates there is power in the machine. We will wait for the display. Okay, self-test runs as soon as you start with the machine. Okay, as soon as you start the machine, there is a display which shows the checkout. That is the basic checking that we do every day before starting the machine for the cases. Before going on to that, we will see the components and the connections of the machine. As you can see, there is an EtCO2 module. It is for measuring the EtCO2 and the defender and the sampling line, which has to be replaced every 14 days, irrespective whether it has moisture or not, but by default it has to be replaced, and it is mandated to put a date while replacing the defender also on the sample line. Also make a note that even before 14 days, if you observe any moisture or water in the sample track or defend, please replace it. Okay. This is the bellow jar and the bellows inside the bellow jar. This is the valve from which can help us to, this is the switching valve which helps us to go from bag to vent mode. You just have to move it for bag and vent mode. This is the APL valve. This is for releasing the extra gases, which is also used for scavenging. This is for inspiratory port, expiratory, which helps us to identify that the gases have been supplied and the diaphragms are working. Over here, you can see this is the flow sensor. This is the flow sensor of the machine, which detects and senses the tidal volume that has been achieved. It gives us a digital value on the screen about how much the tidal volume has been set and achieved. Okay, this is the inspiratory supply and this is the expiratory, like the gases flows to the patient and from the patient it comes back to the machine. Okay, and here this is for the bag supply. You connect your tubing just below the breathing circuit and you attach your bag. This is an AMBU bag for manual respiration which has been used. Okay. Coming down, this is the soda lime canister which absorbs the CO2 gas. So to change the soda lime, you have to open this switch, open the jar. You can see there is sponge inside it and there is soda lime. While replacing it, you have to remove it in a yellow bag, change the sponge if it is wet, clean the canister from inside and also the exterior so that there is no gap and there is no leakage from the soda lime canister. After placing the sponge, there is a sponge at the bottom also. Put in the soda lime, place the sponge, press it tightly and then lock the canister. While placing it, slide it through the railing and just tighten it. So this is how the canister is placed. Okay. We will go ahead with the full test, which would help to rectify if there is any leakage and do the necessary changes before the cases. So we will do a full test. So as you can see, See, the instructions are given, you just have to follow and go step by step. So here for vent and gas, I will have to put this switch as explained. This is the vent which shows the bellow jar symbol, and for Ambu this is a symbol of a bag. So just switch it to vent, open the patient Y. So this circuit, this is the Y circuit, you just have to keep it open, don't occlude it. AGO switch to circle. This is the AGO switch. When you are connected in a vent position, you just have to put it on circle. When it is like single, like manual breathing, you just have to turn the circle below. But since we need it on vent, they will open the circuit. This is the O2 flush button, which helps to supply oxygen at a very fast level so that the bellow jars are not collapsed, it is inflated. So we will move ahead. To calibrate the flow sensors, as we had removed and reconnected, we have already done that. Just press the start button. It shows switches, pressures and the drive gas, whether there is any leakage or the pressures are okay. It is being measured. Since all tests have passed, it has moved ahead. So make sure the bellows are fully collapsed. As you can see, the bellows are at the bottom level. Now we have to occlude the patient Y. So to occlude it, we can just connect it over here so that it stays occluded, or else you can occlude it with your hands itself, but press tightly and you can continue it. So here you will get to know the leakages in the circuit, in the mechanical vent, the compliance, how much it provides for the leakage, and all the gases, flow control and battery of the system. It will take about 2.5 minutes. When you are doing the test, just make sure that all the circuit and the connectors are connected very tightly. There is no chance of any leakage from it. Okay, that test has been completed. There is no leak. So moving ahead, there is circuit leak test. We will occlude the patient Y. That means we have already blocked it from the previous test. We will set it on bag mode. The APL valve, it should be between 30 to 70, and the AGO switch, which is already on circle. So we'll start with the test. So just like the vent and gas test, for single limb it will show you all the pressures and the leakages. Once this test is finished, it goes to O2 cell. So here it calibrates the O2 value. We will open the patient Y for that. We will set the back to vent switch again and the AGO to circle. We have to check that the O2 percentage, it should be stabilizing at 21%, which denotes that it is working properly. In case the calibration is not completed, it is not getting stabilized or coming at 21%, you need to change the O2 sensor. At times, even if the calibration is not done and not checked, you get a message of replace O2 sensor on the screen, which also denotes that you have to replace the O2 sensor. So once it reaches this value, we will press done, and it would show that all the tests have been passed and the date and time of which it was performed. So you can now start the case. You can see, you can set the parameters from over here. We will select for adult patient. CO2 alarms, whether you want it on or off. You can select the age of the patient, you can select the weight of the patient, and from here, to start the patient, you have to take the switches to bag mode and then vent. From here, you can select the parameters. Here it will show that the O2 is 100%, the flow is set at 6 liter per minute, and the mode selected is VCV. Tidal volume is set, RR, IE ratio, PEEP, and P max is given. From here, you can select and you can change the modes, whichever mode you want to select, that can be selected. With the help of this rotary knob, you can select the modes. Okay. Now since the new mode is selected, you have to set the controls to confirm the mode. So here inspiratory rate is asked, so you can set the inspiratory rate. You can touch on the RR, you can select the RR and confirm. IE ratio, you just have to select that parameter, touch the knob and then change the values. So here we have unable to drive bellows. This is a case. Since the patient is not connected and we are using it on vent mode, we would be connecting a bag to the circuit, and since the bellows are collapsed, we will use the O2 flush, which would inflate the bellows. Here you can see the P peak achieved, flow, CO2 measurements, the gases that has been injected, the spirometry, the respiration rate, and the agent. The agents are sevoflurane and desflurane, which has been attached here. In case of leakages, you have to check this module as well, since if it is not locked properly, there would be leakage from the machine. Set is 500 over here, and your tidal volume expiratory, you can check whether your set tidal volume is being achieved over here. So as 500, here we are getting 470 and it would increase initially. For oxygen, we have set it for 21%, so we are achieving 21%, so it is displayed over here. Okay, for here, this is for audio pause. In case of any alarms, you can just pause the alarm and you can see your alarm is being paused. You can make the changes and then go back to it. This is alarm setup. So this is the page of alarm setup, where according to the doctor's requirement, you can set the alarm limits, lower and the higher limits. Just touch it with the rotary knob, you can just select it and confirm. Once it is set, you can go to the close and close it to come back to the screen. Here you can see the PAW which has been achieved, your air and O2 levels that has been set, the spirometry. For the loop type, you have 3 types of loops. According to the anesthetist, you can check which loop is required, PAW versus volume flow and PAW flow. So you can see the graph over here and you can close it. Here there is system setup. which is for patient demographics, screen setup. This is all for the setup for whichever parameters you want on the screen. So here the parameter changes according to the pages. This is the second page. You can change the pages accordingly. The parameter setup on the screen would change. For trends, this gives a data of your O2, CO2 and nitrous, air, whatever is supplied, that has the data is available over here. This is the spirometry as explained. Whichever graph you want, that would be displayed on your screen. And then this is the start time and the end case. So in case you want to stop it, you can just press end case, and over here you will get, and you can end the case now. And just put it to bag mode. So here that case has ended. So to start a new case, in the same way, set the parameters, press the start case, check the circuits for any leakage, and go ahead with the functioning of the machine. To move ahead with the cleaning part of the machine, you have to use Bacillol R25 for disinfection of the machine. You can't spray directly on the screen as it would damage the screen. Take it on a gauze piece, spray it on a gauze piece, and then just wipe it off gently. And all the surface of the machine, since there are chances of spills or any medicines that has been spilled on the system, so please take care of it. Also the ETCO2 module, see to it that there is no spillage over here. While breaking the vials, injection vials and all, there are chances that the vials get stuck at this bellow jar assembly, which tends to block and which later on damages the jar of the machine, due to which there is leakage. So please take care that there is no vials in this assembly. Besides the canister, there is a dispenser assembly which accumulates the water or vapor that has been collected by the CO2. It is passed on to the assembly, and the water is collected below. It should be taken care that from time to time this water is released by pressing this green button over here, or is there are chances that the water remains in the assembly, or there is chances of backflow which would damage the system and the machine. So make it a point to release the water whenever case is done. Here the water is released. Okay, this is about the safety and cleaning of the machine. So that's it. Thank you.